Good question. So Liv was launched in 2017. So it's now 6 years. And since then, it has been growing from strength to strength. It has more than 500,000 customers. And it's a digital bank of choice for many of the UAE residents. Now, I will say Liv is probably the second bank for most of the customers that we have. So it has been developing new products, new services, new offerings that no other bank has in the market. And recently we have launched a new, fine-tuned proposition in the market to make it even better. Excellent. So generation now refers to a generation that cuts across various demographics. So it's not specific to Gen Y, Gen Z, Gen X, right? It cuts across. It's more like a digital attitude, a digital behavior. People will look for a digital bank to manage their finances. We have, of course, customers all the way from 8 years old to 80, more than 80 actually today. So this focus has to do with a proposition that has been now made stronger in the market that cuts across young people, young professionals, for instance, that get their first job and they need a digital bank or an account or simple products which are less complex than most of the universal banks offer. So for those customers, we have, Liv. Generation now is all about simplicity, is all about innovation, and it's all about making things super convenient for the customers. Well, very good. So let's talk about some of the products that Liv has launched over the years, and they are first to market, some of them first to the region, and some of them even beyond, right? So Liv was the first digital bank to allow customers to open an account digitally from their mobile phones. It was the first. Now, today, this is available across many other banks, but Liv was the first bank to do it, right? We have, for instance, products like the money ahead deposit. The only deposit in the market, fixed deposit in the market, that gives you interest rate up front instead of you having to wait, say, 90 days or 120 days for your money to be paid back with interest. We pay interest up front. It's the only product in the market that does that, right? We have also the only credit card in the market that allows you to go into the app and change from a cashback card to a miles card with one click in your mobile app. So you don't need to change the plastic, the same credit card that you have, one click in your app and you're done. You're changed from a cashback to miles because you want to spend more on miles. Next week, you want to spend more on cashback. You want to get cashback. So it's just another example, right? We're the first bank in the market to launch an account for kids and teenagers called Live Young. This is a product that allows parents to empower their children and their families with financial education, right? So kids get their own account, get their own card, and get their own app. And parents manage that app with controls on limits, on allowances, and they can even reward kids when they perform well at school, for instance. Very good. So digital banking in the Middle East is growing quite rapidly. In the last, I can say in the last 10 years, it has changed dramatically, right? It's now the center of action in the all GCC, maybe together with Saudi. Now we have a few digital banks being launched in the market. There's probably a few more that will come. That's very good for competition. First of all, I will say, it's good for the customers. It's good for everyone, right? Liv and the digital banks that are out there, they have their own space. They have their own proposition, and they serve a specific segment of the market who is looking for simplicity. So the way I see this evolving is that you will get more of these, not less. You'll get more platforms, more fintechs, more digital banks coming through. And that's good. That's good for the business. That's good for the market. That's good for the consumers. At the end of the day, that's what matters. There's many other different trends that are going to change the landscape, such as, for instance, open banking in the GCC. This is starting here in the UAE. Saudi, it started already. So this is going to change things quite dramatically in the next few years. We have instant payments coming. The UAE just launched the instant payment scheme called ANI yesterday. So this will become at some point a GCC play. So that will change how, banks operate between themselves, not just at, the country level, but at the regional level as well, right? And then, of course, there's the advent of generative AI and many other technologies that are emerging, which will propel new business models. Another example is banking as a service or embedded finance, right? Which is, now a sort of a buzzword, but in reality, this will change the business dynamics for some of these digital banks as we go forward. Excellent. So Liv is the platform of innovation for Emirates NBD Group. Now, what that does mean? What does that mean, right? Sorry, I'm going to repeat that. Very good question. So Liv is the platform of innovation for Emirates NBD Group. That means we can easily connect with partners, with fintechs, with anyone out there that adds value to our business. So what's next for Liv? Liv will grow, not just in the UAE, but in the region and even beyond. We have now a technology that enables growth in a very easy way. So we can connect with partners, like I said, very easily, right? Now we're looking at various options. We have more than 50 active engagements with fintechs from around the world on opportunities that we are exploring to make Liv even better, not just in the UAE, but in the region.